They may be gone, but their myths and legends shall live on. Join us as we count down our picks for the top 10 extinct animals. For this list, we are considering animals that no longer walk the earth, either to human causes or natural processes. Sit back and relax as we take you through this exciting list. Thank you. Number 10. The quagga. The quagga was a plains zebra that lived in South Africa, until becoming extinct late in the 19th century. It was long thought to be a distinct species, but early genetic studies have supported it being a subspecies of plains zebra. The name was derived from its call, which sounded like quahaha. The quagga is believed to have been around 257 centimeters long, and 125 to 135 centimeters tall, at the shoulder. It was distinguished from other zebras by its limited pattern of primarily brown and white stripes, mainly on the front part of the body. The rear was brown and without stripes, and therefore more horse-like. After the Dutch settlement of South Africa began, the quagga was heavily hunted as it competed with domesticated animals for forage. Some were taken to zoos in Europe, but breeding programs were unsuccessful. The last wild population lived in the Orange Free State, and the quagga was extinct in the wild by 1878. The last captive specimen died in Amsterdam on August 12, 1883. Number 9. The baiji. The baiji, meaning left behind, is a type of freshwater dolphin thought to be the first dolphin species driven to extinction due to the impact of humans. The baiji population declined drastically in decades as China industrialized and made heavy use of the river for fishing, transportation, and hydroelectricity. It has been credibly claimed, after surveys in the Yangtze River during the 1980s, that baiji could be the first dolphin species in history that humans have driven to extinction. Mature males were about 2.3 to 2.5 meters long, and females, the longest species, were about 2.5 to 2.7 meters long. The animal weighed 135 to 230 kilograms, with a lifespan estimated at 24 years in the wild. The baiji are the first freshwater dolphin species driven to extinction due to the impact of humans. On December 12, 2006, biologists declared the baiji, Chinese river dolphin, functionally extinct. Number 8. The aurochs. The aurochs, also known as urus, is an extinct species of large wild cattle that inhabited Europe, Asia, and North Africa. It is the ancestor of domestic cattle. The aurochs were one of the largest herbivores in Europe. They had an average height of about 155 to 180 centimeters and weighing around 700 kilograms to 1,500 kilograms. The causes of extinction were unrestricted hunting, a narrowing of habitat due to the development of farming, and diseases transmitted by domesticated cattle. Number 7. The Pyrenean ibex. The Pyrenean ibex was one of the 4 subspecies of the Iberian ibex, or Iberian wild goat, a species endemic to the Pyrenees. Pyrenean ibex were most common in the Cantabrian Mountains, southern France, and the northern Pyrenees. The Pyrenean ibex were typically about 1 to 5.5 feet from their hooves to withers, the highest part of the shoulders at the base of the neck. Ibex tend to weigh about 30 to 120 kilograms. The last natural Pyrenean ibex, a female named Celia, was found dead on January 6, 2000. Although her cause of death is known, she was killed by a fallen tree. The reason for the extinction of the subspecies as a whole is a mystery. Some hypotheses include the inability to compete with other species for food, infections, diseases, and poaching were also a contributing factor. Number 6. The Irish elk. The Irish elk, also called the giant deer or Irish giant deer, is an extinct species of deer. It is one of the largest deer that ever lived. Its range extended across Eurasia during the Pleistocene, from Ireland to Siberia to China. The Irish elk stood about 2.1 meters tall at the shoulders, carrying the largest antlers of any known cervid from tip to tip, and weighing up to 40 kilograms. Scientists assume that the Irish elk finally went extinct when the antlers became so large that the animals could no longer hold up their heads, or got entangled in trees. Some have suggested hunting by humans was a contributing factor in the demise of the elk. Number 5. The Eurasian lion. Pantherus spalea, also known as the Eurasian cave lion or steppe lion, is an extinct Panthera species that evolved in Europe less than 600,000 years ago. Fossils of bone samples revealed that it was highly distinct, and genetically isolated from the modern lion, occurring in Africa and Asia. Cave lions were thought to have been one of the largest lion subspecies. The skeleton of an adult male, found in 1985 near Siegsdorf in Germany, had a shoulder height of around 1.2 meters, and a head body length of 2.1 meters, without the tail, similar in size to large modern lions. The cave lion is thought to have died out about 10,000 years ago. However, some scientists now believe that the cave lion may have survived until as recently as 2,000 years ago. Number 4. The thylacine. The thylacine, now extinct, is one of the largest known carnivorous marsupials to have ever lived, evolving about 4 million years ago. The last known live animal was captured in 1933 in Tasmania. It is commonly known as the Tasmanian tiger because of its striped lower back, or the Tasmanian wolf because of its canid-like characteristics. The thylacine resembled a large short-haired dog with a stiff tail, which smoothly extended from the body in a way similar to that of a kangaroo. The mature thylacine ranged from 100 to 130 centimeters long, plus a tail of around 50 to 65 centimeters. Adults stood about 60 centimeters at the shoulder and weighed 20 to 30 kilograms. Although the precise reasons for extinction of the thylacine are not known, it appears to have declined as a result of competition with the dingo and perhaps hunting pressure from humans. Also, one of the major factors to its decline and extinction was probably hastened by the introduction of dogs, but appears mainly due to direct human persecution as an alleged pest. Number 3. The dodo. The dodo is an extinct flightless bird that was endemic to the island of Mauritius, east of Madagascar in the Indian Ocean. Subfossil remains show the dodo was about 1 meter tall and may have weighed 10.6 to 17.5 kg on average. The dodo's appearance in life is evidenced only by drawings, paintings, and written accounts from the 17th century. Like many animals that evolved in isolation from significant predators, the dodo was entirely fearless of humans. This fearlessness and its inability to fly made the dodo easy prey for sailors. Although some scattered reports describe mass killings of dodos for ships' provisions, archaeological investigations have found scant evidence of human predation. Number 2. The mammoth. A mammoth is any species of the extinct genus Mammuthus, one of the many genera that make up the order of trunked mammals called proboscideans. The various species of mammoth were commonly equipped with long curved tusks and in northern species, a covering of long hair. Like their modern relatives, mammoths were quite large. The largest known species reached heights in the region of 4 meters at the shoulder and weights of up to 8 tons, while exceptionally large males may have exceeded 12 tons. However, most species of mammoth were only about as large as a modern Asian elephant. Most populations of the mammoth in North America and Eurasia died out around the time of the last glacial retreat, as part of a mass extinction of megafauna in northern Eurasia and the Americas. Until recently, the last mammoths were generally assumed to have vanished from Europe and southern Siberia about 12,000 years ago, but new findings show some were still present there, about 10,000 years ago. Before we move to the animal that made the top spot, here are some honorable mentions. The passenger pigeon. The ground sloth. The Steller's cow. Number 1. The saber-toothed cat. The saber-toothed cat is any member of various extinct groups of predator. It was mainly characterized by a long and curved saber-shaped canine teeth. The large maxillary canine teeth extended from the mouth, even when it was closed. The saber-toothed cat was about 2.2 meters, and its shoulder height was about 1.1 meters, and weighed about 250 kilograms on average. The saber-toothed cat became extinct 10,000 years ago. It is believed that the last saber-toothed cats became extinct through competition with the faster and more generalized felids that replaced them. Do you agree with our list? What is your favorite extinct animal? Let us know in the comment box below. For more historical top 10 videos and top 10 list, remember to subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. Thank you.